guys. Welcome to year 5 of Spread Those Wings. You hear us, you don't necessarily see us talking.
Yeah, no, it's a little different of an episode.
I am the Buffalo Wing Butte, that is the Dry Rub Daddy you hear, and we're just kind of taking a trip back through 5 years of growth and change of Spread Those Wings. You just saw the beginnings from a dingy little apartment over on Henderson.
Yeah, I mean, it was pre-COVID, like just before COVID, so...
Literally, Wallen was a kitten in that last clip you just saw there. Matt Johnson's involved in a lot of these to start. Basically, what we're going to do here is we're going to narrate what you're seeing or what we're discussing. The lighter clip that we're seeing here was never meant to see the light of day.
Yeah, I think that was a test.
That was meant to be a test episode, and then COVID hit, and we had nothing else we could put up.
I know.
So like the next couple clips after this are literally just like
over the webcam.
The depths of COVID. We had no other options. Places were still pumping food out, but we really weren't supposed to be in contact with each other.
I know, you had to like hand the food off to us with a door in a mask.
I was doing drive-bys to you and Jack at the time, getting food out as soon as I could to just, try to make sure we were keeping content.
Oh, no, we did the wing draft. That was the wing draft.
That was supposed to become annual, and we did it one time.
Yeah.
That's a real shitty shirt as well on my end. Should have never worn that shirt. This was the return to some normalcy here. I will say, as much as we've been pretty blatant about our time with Jack, that is one thing I do miss about the time at the precinct with Jack. I do miss the cold opens a little.
Yeah, those were something we tried to do, like just a little comedic thing in the beginning.
This is one of my favorites. This was your return to it. I'll never forget the camera pan to you as Eric Bischoff's theme song plays.
I know.
The very first episode of the Big Cum Stain Couch.
Yeah, that was we used to do it, just on a table over there? Until we did the couch?
Yeah, we did it at the corner on the table there. We did a lot of really good wings here. I mean, that wing looks phenomenal.
This was like a huge North Tonawanda run in this area in the early days.
But we also had some of like the OG top places in the area. Like this original swing, Elmo's was in on there.
I think that was one of our cold opens.
That was one of the cold opens. This is where we brought up Jeffrey Epstein and we jammed a football helmet onto your head.
That did not fit.
We made it fit. Dave Whalen coming in as a hot guest.
It's one of our first ever sponsors.
It is. Another one of the first sponsors will be on, I believe, in a second of this. But I figure this is one of those things where like we had so much history and different stuff that started on the show. Like, might as well expose or show some of it. And like some of the stuff, going back and seeing it, I didn't even remember this happening. Having Greg Knowlton, or James Sega as he's known in the SW community, on, and him pulling off the I'm Matt Johnson segment was hilarious to me. I didn't even recognize you with these sunglasses.
I don't remember why I was wearing sunglasses either.
Because your future was so bright you had to wear shades.
That makes sense.
That was your exact comment.
Oh, this was our like streak where we tried to get Truly to sponsor us.
100%.
Shotgun one on all of our podcasts.
It was Big Tyler Body. That was when it was our very first 100 on the show. Was with him.
Yeah, we did. Was it
Mr. Pizza. Waited an hour to get those wings.
Or blue cheese wing.
Yeah. That was the very first appearance of Ryan, or as he was at that time, Rupert. Our second sponsor, Steve from Buffalo Sense.
Oh, yeah. That was cool.
Wooden air fresheners. Also friends with Jack from... I had to put Vince with the drill in there.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the longest clips I think I included just because we almost put a wing on the drill. This wasn't technically a Spread Those episode,
wing related, yeah.
But I didn't realize how big of a group we had for this. And shortly after this,
there's a wing behind
yeah, Soupy Poops for Days.
Oh yeah, this was our like Lord of the Wings. What did we do? It was like a wing fest kind of.
Yeah, seven wing fest. whatever we called it. But that was that damaged a lot of intestines.
Yeah, there was some really hot wings.
That was the one thing you definitely kind of knew we were hitting the end of our run with 7 Wing 6. We got very gimmicky towards the back half. When I rewatched this, I could not breathe.
I wasn't on for this one.
No, and you probably are better off not having been. Heather had to stop me. I was laughing so damn hard. The absolutely gnarly 7-Eleven wings.
Chain wing challenge.
When that was in regular motion, they were peeled. They were stuck to the cardboard.
My brother ate 3 of them in the parking lot beforehand.
Vince joining us yet again. That was I believe this is
There was a couple he was just there and he just happened to hop on the show.
Yeah, I believe this is the very last episode in the precinct.
We weren't there for very long.
No, it felt like forever.
20-something episodes.
It felt like forever, and then it wasn't. Shout out Benny, R.I.P., a legend. I had to make sure he was shown in this episode.
That was a really fun episode.
That was the very first on-location episode.
Audio-wise, it was
a nightmare. And then so was this. This is one of the first ones that ever got flagged for audio issues, but this was Coconut Jones in Rochester. This was what kind of put the steps forward to us breaking free. And the Colin Delaney episode, one of my truly favorite episodes.
I know. That was fun, too.
Not even the wings itself, just the discussions that day. We hurt Colin with that wing.
Yeah, that was the weird one where it didn't hurt at first, and then...
That was... The clip right there was you eating the second one, and you had one with that devil dick red spot. Yeah. And it hurt you. The intro of Captain Cajun for his first time. Our very first ever Spread Those Wings cheers. I had to include that. And the tiki... It's funny because the tiki looks so different back then.
I know. Even though it's not a whole bunch of added to it. It's just
football
just stuff.
Yeah. Some of these episodes, when I went back and did this, it was a nice refresher. I had to add that. Chavo Guerrero was in there.
I know.
Chavo was the most appearing guest ever.
I don't know why I looked at Cholo.
in that one right there, it's definitely the cutoff flannel with the hat, but I'm okay with it. Penis schnitzel. I don't even remember what that came from, but I liked it.
I look like Dirty Dom.
Dirty Gare. This was WRA Wing Spot. This was
that place burned down.
It did, but they're still selling wings.
Really?
I don't understand how. You can go on.
What for somewhere else?
I don't know if that's just a ghost kitchen or what it is. I said this to Heather the other night. Do you remember Sam ever having that pink of a hair color?
No.
Me neither.
It must have been really short, like a short while.
Yes. I remember that was freezing cold, and I should never have just worn a cutoff.
Those tiki days in the winter were cold.
They were brutal.
Because we couldn't have the heat on.
We could have it on the start, but it would just wash out the audio if we tried. We tried it once, and it just wiped the whole episode. The lovely Gary Glass. Matt got those for us, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Shout out Matty Meatstick, Matt DePalma. But yeah, guys, this is kind of what we're doing here. Just wanted to run through all of this. If you're sticking with us the whole time, please and thank you. Appreciate it. Fun little episode to show you guys our growth. In my case, outwards. Some of the crazy shit we've done in 5 years too.
It's a lot of wings. Like a lot.
I think I did the math, and we are at just some obscene number of wings at this point. It was roughly like 8,000 wings. Roughly. And that's not even taking into full effect all of the Wingfest wings. This right here is one of my favorite things I've ever done. I was telling Heather. I really liked this shot inside of a shot that I had there.
Oh yeah, when we first unveiled our merch.
Well, the shot in a shot when you were cooking and we did the episode 50.
Oh yeah.
Where it had the shot of you in the kitchen there. But the merch drop was cool. That was even if that place sucked at doing merch.
I know.
I wish those those shirts were so much better than they were. Brothers Cafe was there.
Which we ended up being able to make shirts that looked better.
Yes, 100%. Ryan was so happy to be able to scream, "Get in there, you fuck," when he slams your face in this cake.
Fun fact about this cake. We got 2 cakes.
Because they fucked it up the first time.
They fucked it up the first time and didn't believe. I put Happy Birthday Scurvy on it, and they didn't believe me that that's what I wanted on it. So they put something else, and they screwed up the S or whatever, and they're like, here's a whole nother cake, because we screwed it up. So we had 2 Happy Birthday Scurvy cakes.
What we just saw back there was Anthony's Devil Dick Hot, the Salagaze wing that absolutely destroyed all of us. Sauce. It was just homemade dry rub. Even in fast motion, that was slowed down. We had stated to Charlie, we're like, oh, we can slow down. We're really cruising through this episode. He's like, you want to go slow? J-Dub on one of his 2 episodes he had here.
I forgot he did too.
I kind of forgot that I had my sister on an episode there for a bit. My daughter's beating the shit out of a horn with a shoe. Oh, Anthony, I forgot that there was such a zoomed in shot of him just carnivoring a wing like that. I almost put in.
He offended Pisner with.
I almost put that. I was about to say. I almost put that in when he offended Pisner with his fashion style.
Yeah.
This, I forgot that Franco went straight Big Daddy and refused to take his sunglasses off the entire first episode. And this was where Franco announced to everybody, "Hey guys, we just did crack." If Franco's involved, did you notice that too? Tim, who knew Anthony, strips the wing the same way Anthony did.
I didn't.
I found that gem on the Tim episode, and I was like, huh, well then. That was the very first Jesse Pisner episode. Rodney's return after the wing testing episode. Matt's second episode, first on Spread Those Wings. That was, I think Jolie was in the house for this. Jolie was in the house for that. That was his first episode.
Oh, yeah.
This was a string of firsts there for a hot second. This might have been the same day he put his hand in the fan.
It might have been.
It was still one of my favorites.
I think so, because it was early on.
Anytime Brandon's involved, he's dancing for some reason. And I don't know what it is. Whoever has the camera is drawn to zooming in on your face. The amount of those that I have of just you being just zoomed in on.
It had to either be Brandon, Jason, or James, because those were, or maybe Sam, because Sam was our camera woman for a hot minute too.
This is I think this is the longest clip we have the whole time, and this is where you and I both almost puke. This is the very first time doing Da Bomb.
Oh, I quit the episode.
You did. Right about here, you tap out, and Ryan turns. I don't remember Ryan's fear. How you going? And he just growled. He just goes. He growled at me.
I forgot I was wearing my stupid fake earrings.
Forgot you had those.
I booted down the back door and kicked the
garbage can over and puked next to the garbage can. That was an episode we didn't actually ever want to air. That's, if you saw the anger in my eyes, we were legitimately pissed at how bad those wings were.
There's a couple that we did that were so bad that they're not in business anymore.
Yeah, actually a handful. I told Heather,
at least 3.
I told Heather when I saw that, I don't remember having that hat, nor do I know where that hat went. I had a Grillmaster hat. I have no clue where that hat is.
My hair changes so much throughout the 5
seriously. Peeling back the cover here. I love when I pull that one off. I always was trying to figure out why I'm so animated with my hands, and then when Fox starts coming on, he is just as animated with his hands, which is hilarious.
I know. Your dad came on, what, in year 3?
I believe so. I try to get as many of those clips on as I could where we show wings off, because that is one of my favorite things to get when we do have an actual physical camera person to actually show the wings in the box. I thought she was flipping us off. And a milk carton. Who's missing? That was the night before the wedding.
Oh yeah, that was Barbell Part 2.
CM Punk debuts with AEW. We had just walked all of East Aurora, and Ryan and Jason almost got run over by a drunk guy, and what a trip that was. The one and only time we ever filmed in the backyard on Shepherd.
That was the Delaware.
Yeah, that was not great either.
I know, we did I'm pretty sure we did a Captain Morgan wing, and it wasn't good.
The first time meeting Kyle Kruger with Chicken Dippin', as we eventually said on a later episode about Wingfest, we kind of just went into it with no plans and just said, I guess we'll figure out what we're filming. Our favorite peanut butter wings.
To be fair, that was the first time I think it was at the Bill Stadium, so it was a little bit different layout.
I cannot wait for this year when they return to the ballpark.
I know. Although I'm going to miss drinking at Prohibition afterwards.
We'll have to find a new bar, for sure.
Probably Pearl Street.
I mean, with the proximity, I'd be okay with, I don't know, Thirsty Buffalo.
Yeah, that's true.
Love when we get to talk to Trent. Had to make sure we threw in two of our favorites in Trees and Millie's. What are those? Oh, those are Mammozers. Extra hot wings.
Which were actually pretty good.
They're very hot, but they are so flavorful.
I always know we're going to get a good hot wing when they're like almost black.
Yes, if they are like glowing dark red and they have seeds, it's gonna hurt you, but it's gonna taste great. Kevin looks so much different in this episode too. Those wings don't look great. I don't remember doing that episode, but the wings don't look very good.
One of them was definitely way too tried.
Our first run with Chicken Dippin', Orangutangle.
Yeah.
One of I can't believe he's only been on twice, but he used camera for us a lot.
I know. He always was working though. Every time I ask.
Frankie Feathers on the episode. Hoping to get him back on soon. This is a cool feature here. This voiceover thing.
Is Matt wearing a suit?
This was our Wings and Wine episode. We were all supposed to dress
up.
up. This was when you were backpacking through Machu Picchu or wherever you're doing. The Brogy Jolie is doing something with his hands. One of the many Jolie episodes, our friend Zach, he had a lot of episodes in a short amount of time.
I know.
I think he paced 3 of them in like 2 months. Another Jolie episode. That is a really just not pleasant looking wing. Oh, there's a face we haven't seen in quite some time.
Oh yeah.
Brandon, I will say, pulling the occasional jersey out. I miss doing that too. I told Heather that the other day. I love when I jump up and I have a cameraman and I can just make them eat a wing on camera like that. Our Christmas episodes are always interesting when we decide if we're going to get very festive or not. That's maybe a little too festive. Oh look, making somebody eat a wing. Oh!
Was it one of the hot wings?
No, this was a good one. At one point I give Brandon, I think it's I Am Wing. We make Brandon eat the honey and mustard wing when it tastes like straight honey.
Oh.
And the look of pure disgust on his face is just hilarious.
I'm not huge on honey wings.
Well, that was just mustard. That was Molineros, I believe. Episode 100.
Is it champagne or wine?
That was champagne. And our first time having Devin on the show. We've had so many cool guests, and it was really cool the other day when we opened up that new notes to be able to kind of knock off who we've got guest-wise and who we can make sure we're getting on, because my brain is shot. I always forget who we want on, who we don't. Well, not who we don't, but who doesn't want to come on.
Well, who's also serious about it.
Yes. Oh, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. There's Daddy Sweetfeet himself. I don't remember making that fashion choice to rock a bandana with wing glasses.
Oh, Hot Mama's Canteen. This was, I think, right before I told
Yes, because I believe one of the next episodes, you make your first appearance in a very long time.
It's having like real bad headaches. I couldn't fucking see the light of day.
The very next episode, very next clip, you actually come back on mid-clip, and that's actually the clip I used, was you come up and Alex is ready to just throw herself out of the screen for you.
Was it you guys are doing one episode and then I was supposed to do the other? Or I don't remember.
No, we had a wing that was really good, and I called you on the air. I'm like, hey, you got to come up and try this wing right now on the air. And I ended up being really good, and that was when we came back. And
oh yeah, I'm wearing my migraine glasses.
That's what our coworker has at the moment. Ariana's rocking something very similar.
They work.
The Trey White shirt that no longer is relevant. No, he's in the league at this point. Apparently this wing had a tickle on her tongue or something. Slapping a tickle.
That chandelier you'd always put your head on?
Not every single time until I learned how to bump it up. First episode your dad was on. I don't know who we were referring to as the Michelin Man, but somebody. The return of J-Dub for the second time there. We enjoyed doing barbecue droids with him.
Yeah, what did we do, the dinosaur barbecue?
The second time around, yeah. I think we did bocce pizza the first time.
And then we had a whole bunch of barbecue afterwards. Like
Yeah.
We ordered the food.
Another orangutangle episode with your brother on that. This was all of these were ADTR references, and we said we were going to disrespect his surroundings. I am milking a cow, and I don't know what I'm actually doing there.
This must have been when we were during our draft season, because I'm wearing our draft shirt.
It was the second day of the draft, and we had to real quickly record.
We put in long hours for that.
Considering we would record before, and then we would get on live for however many hours, and then still pass. I think that day we went live again on Saturday.
I know for a fact we recorded at like 12:30, 1 o'clock at night.
Yes.
One of the episodes.
That was that year as well. We recorded that night, and then went and recorded that next day, like forever. I think James Hangle was on the Titanic for this episode.
Oh yeah, this was one of those. He just kind of put his elbow down.
I just flashed my titty. I don't really know why I did that on the episode. I do love when we just have that, when the camera person just runs in on us. Like, show us.
This one was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
He moved though.
I don't even know where he is.
I don't know.
I heard he said he was moving, and I really like their everything wings at Ramones. And I have not seen where they pop back up.
I want to say they're Chickawaga.
This was the garbage wing. This was the honey mustard, and it was just mustard. Look at Brand's face here. Just disgust. It's wild, you know. I think being in the epicenter of Buffalo, we really do have the advantage of not having had too many bad wings. But every time I have to deal with Da Bomb, it's never a good time. I'm glad I haven't done a Hot Ones episode in 2 years.
I know. Just having one wing that's really like hot sometimes ends up ruining my whole next day.
Every single time the girls are on, and you can piss somebody off by using the word moist, is a good time. But also, for some reason, the screen in the background flashed forkable yogurt, and I don't know what that was about. What are these from? Those actually look like really good wings. Put all this together, and it's so tough to remember exactly.
Oh, I know. Every wing looks somewhat the same sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, after 8,000. It's, for anybody who doesn't know, the Tiki desk, the Tiki bar that we record on is just full with mystery underneath.
I know.
That was where Brandon pulled a random shot glass headband out from underneath. And that's probably like mild for some of the shit that's hidden underneath there. We have Halloween things, and
did your dad make that, or where'd he get that from?
he got it from a display at a store once, and it is broken. I'm showing way too much titty in that episode. I do like that shirt. You can tell we must have been hitting the heat of summer here.
Yeah.
You and I are just rocking
I think
Hawaiians.
this was definitely a Friday because we would wear Hawaiian shirts on Fridays at work.
Yeah, had to have been. Are we flashing our titties to everybody? This might have been early August, too. I'm seeing football on in the background, so it absolutely was, because there's Wingfest.
And I don't have a shirt on.
That was, this was our horrible 8-wing and multiple beer contest in which George Shiger stomped us out. This was Franco's imagine dragging these nuts across your face joke. This was Kettles Live. I would love to do Kettles again. I do have them on our list.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because we never did their traditional flavors.
Yeah, we just did their...
I think we did their barbecue and their regular hot. This never was a good time.
Oh, was that the
cotton candy nightmare.
Cotton candy brandy. Party Wolf.
Ooh! It tasted okay, but it would fucking hurt me. I think somebody tried to do some terrible math there, and we just threw Steiner math up. Hitting Jolie with celery. Fox is finally on the episode. That's Fox's debut episode. I think he's got a. I think we're all polishing froth beers in that episode too.
It might have been, yeah.
That was the classy times where we're just getting good craft beer for doolies. Now you're lucky if we're not just cruising a. Here's a Busch Light. It's definitely I am wing thrown in there. I look frantic. Look at the size of that wing, and the zoom in for it. They had
40 Thieves.
They had pretty good wings.
Yeah, I do remember having good wings there.
The amount of upcoming ones I have of you and I throwing the 2 sign up for Nikki 2 Scoops is phenomenal. Speaking of, I think Heather and I are going to Nikki 2 Scoops tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
This was the transition. We started to get out and started to record on Shepherd more. This was as we started to kind of step out of the tiki as much. That was at Trees, Wings, and Ribs live in Florida. And those wings were way hotter in person than they were at Wingfest. I picked so many number 69s for this. Nice. I don't remember if somebody had Holy Pants on, but we definitely kept up Now Streaming SCW episode, the entire episode for that one. That was our snowed in, couldn't get wings, had to do hot sauce for the holidays with chicken nuggets.
Oh, I know.
That is how...
We actually could not leave the house.
That is how dedicated we've been to trying to make sure we can get episodes out at all times. That was, I think, Bill's playoff game. I don't know why else I would be in a Bill shirt like that with Ryan in a jersey, and I don't know where you were.
I think I had COVID.
Yeah, you did. That was the tail end of the COVIDs. Lil's first appearance, episode 150. It's weird when you and I go on the wrestling theme and Ryan's not the one in the wrestling shirt. That looks like it was a hot... Oh! I think that was the Paranormal Ranch.
It could have been.
Because we looked like we were hurting there. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, why do we look like we are in straight pain face? It had to have been. This is where we went a real long period here with, like, no guests.
Yeah, it was like a tough time.
Episode 3 to 4 was just, year 3 to 4 was just a lot of keeping it all together and keeping the guys in pack. We did get your cousin on. Celery had a penis.
It looked like Gumby.
It does definitely look like Gumby. But we got all that set up. I think I ripped a hole in my lip right there. That's what I was doing. I don't think I was just taking up decision to eat paper at that point. The 3-year episode was a couple lasts for us. It was the last time we set up the house like that, that's for sure. I should never...
I think for that one we just did a sit down and talk.
We did. That was everyone's favorite wings, favorite times in the show, stuff like that. What is... Those look very buttery. I wouldn't even know. Is it Kevin? It is Kevin. That's how long it's been since Kevin's been on the show. I'm trying to get a hold of him since.
You gotta book him out year in advance.
Basically. These... I don't even know what that is. I think I'm doing Mac Hollins. R.I.P. Mac Hollins in Buffalo. Feet. Sweet and spicy mumbo wings. Ryan looks like he just ripped a thing of smelling salt there. Ruby agrees. Yeah, some of these were, I was definitely giving Jeanette a nod over at Now the Beauty Parlor. The very first Cedar Key Chronicles. I felt bad, but like, they're like, oh, you need to sign a waiver to eat this wing. And it wasn't like that hot.
Yeah.
It was delicious though. I ate that many times. Gene's Junkyard, these ones actually kind of slapped.
Shortly after we did those, I think there was a stabbing there.
Yes. No, it was after this episode.
Yeah, this one.
It was after GFY, where we ate at Nikki Two Scoops. There was a stabbing right outside GFY. This was when Tyler from Cedar Key came up, and I believe it's Wyatt jumped in to have hot wing on that episode. We had a full house for that one, live studio audience, and Jess, those hot wings look phenomenal. Whatever ones I think those are Sunny Reds. Sunny Reds hot wings are great.
Jalapenos.
Yeah, those were they were an Asian-inspired wing.
Which is actually my least favorite category.
I know it is, and that's why. So many different wing options that we've done. There's somewhere out there. I gotta find out what location it is, but there's a cherry jalapeno wing somewhere we still have to do.
Huh.
And that just sounds like an interesting mix.
I'm wearing that shirt right now.
You literally are. I am not wearing that shirt right now. Ruby's mad at
She just went Super Saiyan 2.
Ah! It's over 9,000. I was supposed to go veterans minimum there, but it looked like I just went Penta Cerro Miedo there, 7 Egos. That I was unwell for this episode.
I don't even remember what episode this was.
This was Colosso Taco, and I think I know I was day drinking. You may have been drinking with me. I was unwell. I should not have been recording. I found out after the fact, this might be a fun fact, but Jess Payne told me that somebody made a reference to her being the medium wing mommy, and she had known at this point already she was pregnant, and she had let nobody know. I don't know where this was, but they have very dainty small wing place or boxes. Oh,
Whatever we were eating looked like it hurt.
yeah. Was that the Atomic place?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that was the Atomic place.
I was sick for like 2 days afterwards.
That's Danny's. I do remember these because I was like, well, who had clear Heather film this for us? Very pregnant. With the noisemaker on her right now.
Who also did not like chicken at the time.
Nope.
So it must have been torture.
Oh, it was double
I'm
torture
also
because
wearing that shirt right now.
because she wouldn't have even wanted the Danny's chicken wing soup. And when would she not want Danny's chicken wing soup? It's honestly hilarious seeing what's on the background in some of these. Those wings look really good.
Nice and crispy looking.
My OG Anunoby jersey that was only worn twice because he got traded. Me getting tattooed right before Wingfest. My chicken wing tattoo. Gary ripping shots and grading.
Oh, yeah. They were just handing out free shots, so I would just go get them.
That was the Twisted Tea whiskey.
It was open.
I mean, free is free. I believe this is when, if your brother tells the story correct, this is when your brother was telling Brandon that he was going to propose the next day.
Yeah. I just happened to catch it in the background. I was filming it.
One of the first eating contests we were part of, Badlands. Got to have Chooch doing the flare walk. St. John's Brewers. I really like that place. I was bummed they weren't there this year.
I know.
For the fact that, like, at first we were like, who are these guys? Their wings were actually really good that second year.
I low-key liked the Syracuse place this year.
100%. They're, the one clip we have with Trent, when Trent asked us, who's good besides us. That was the first thing you and I jumped on, pizza cutters out of Syracuse. Speaking of, I know I sent it to you, and I think I sent it to Heather as well, but a Wingfest in Syracuse?
Yeah, you did send that to me. It's on like a Friday and Saturday.
Technically, I could go on that Friday, because I'm off of work.
I have to see what my Saturday schedule is. So.
I wouldn't be able to go on Saturday. That's the day I'd be on a flight to Florida.
Oh.
But the only reason I saw it is because Matt from Center Street posted that he'll be up there. And I'm like, Wings in Syracuse, you say? Go get some content. Can never go wrong with extra wings, right?
Especially, I don't think, is that like a new festival?
That's brand new. I think this is the first year. Gary tried to put his hand in the fan. I think we say we're going to play Russian roulette to see who can get between the most fan blades there. Another Mike Franco episode. I can hear that with the sound on. Just take a crunch and just... It made a what sound, Franco? He is always a character when he's on. This must be getting cold again for the year. We got Ryan wearing winter hats. This is the tail end of Ryan's time on Spread Those Two, actually. That was more Pat or more Room. And I think we got 2 at Ebenezer Royale, so 1 more. Maybe another double up episode? Or is this episode 200 next? Episode 200 right here. That was the Deathwing that damaged all of us.
Whatever I'm eating, I'm not enjoying.
It was that Deathwing from Dust that hurt all of us. I disappeared.
Yeah, we originally did the Deathwing, and they definitely didn't give us the original Deathwing.
No, and that was I had to goat Ryan into that, and I was like, come on, man, it's, if you're taking a hiatus, let's go out with a bang. And boy, did we go out with a bang. That was a bad call. This was first couple episodes post Ryan. This was definitely interesting.
I think he was on for Mike's Pizza.
Mike's subs?
Yeah,
oh yeah, that was very early. Look at the steam coming off these wings. That was Clay Hondy.
Oh yeah. Surprisingly good.
Very shockingly good. They're still making food, although the fact that they bulldozed the building.
I saw that, but I didn't understand.
They have a food truck in the back that they're pumping food out on.
I wonder if they're just like redoing the building.
They're rebuilding the building, yes. Which is weird because nobody's ever there. The Bortzes, congratulations to them. Way too comfortable with the fact that it's probably way too cold for me to have just a tank top on in this episode. I love that we probably didn't plan that. We both had on doubled up shirts there. Adolph's. That place is a place that a lot of people talk up, and we just didn't really love it.
And it's one of those things where you also felt the same about, I think, 9/11 Tavern.
Yes.
Everyone loves it, but it's just like, I don't know.
This episode.
Or no, that's Gage Gate that we did.
Yes. This episode kind of sucked for a different reason. Just because later after that episode, so the night we found out that Anthony passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I made sure I had to include, the complimentary Huggy Bomb.
This is where I start accidentally wearing black every week.
This was a painful Huggy Bomb there, too. We, the Chew-Chan. and then the alien. Are you drinking aloe vera?
I don't know what it is.
I definitely went off the rails with what I was stating there. We made some Brett Bedford jokes in that.
Probably.
No, I know I did. This was where Franco was so excited about the Jack Daniels barbecue he couldn't score it, and he gave flavor twice, and he scored it 104.
I didn't do that.
And then I called him Captain Pee-Pee Dick, and it's gonna flash on the screen in a second for sure. But yeah, dude, he was like, I'm watching the whole thing, just trying to follow along with what Franco's doing. I'm like, he's lost me. I have no clue what's happening anymore.
You would think that man was on like a copious amount of drugs, but that's just him.
Yeah, he's high on life. He is high on life. Captain Pee-Pee Dick. It's I will say this: we've had some really good wings in the last year.
Yeah, definitely.
For the fact that we caught a little bit of a lull there for a while, and we've got some good places still on the horizon this upcoming year. There's that place 290 Slide that's just open around here. I've been really jonesing to start them. Our chicken dippins, Nikki 2 Scoop shoutouts, your Josh Allen hat. The Bills re-signed Bills re-signed Von Miller, I think. I didn't see that, but the Bills re-signed Ty Johnson as well. That was when we got hurt by the
Ty Johnson
definitely did Ty Johnson, but that was when we got hurt by the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Wing. This is when we did what we called the cum shot wing. That was just grody. The Captain Crunch wing with the cinnamon glaze.
Oh, yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, mistakes were made. Which we later found out is the same place as Wing Kings that used to be on Elmwood. These, I believe, were the wings from across the street in Cedar Key, because the place we were doesn't have wings. These wings were horrible. BB.Q chicken.
Oh yeah.
That I think we threw out all of them out. They were the grossest wings I've had in the last year.
They started out, we were like, oh, interesting, because they had that like cheddar wing, and then they just tasted like
shit. Went downhill. Like, it was horrific.
They were like fried chicken almost.
Don't even really. It was not good. Just like how bad all of those were. The cheese ones were definitely not good. I know that.
No, at first we were like, oh, kind of interesting, and then They just were not good. And I know the rest were pretty bad too.
I do miss the balcony recording cell. That was a nice little touch for a bit.
Yeah, once the summer comes around. We can do it again.
Let's hope. The brick oven place we went to on the island, that was a nice place.
We still have to do that one comic book one.
Yes, with
Franco.
Tyler.
Oh,
Tyler and
Tom.
Franco. This was a little impromptu episode there. We when Gavin and I were on with Stooges. I believe you were out of town, and he was just like, "Hey, you want to do wings?" This was Porter's.
Yes, that was surprising.
Yeah, didn't expect all that to be good. This was hit or miss to me.
It was weird because they were like turkey legs almost.
The flavor was good. I didn't love the chicken leg itself.
Yeah.
Shore House down in was that Derby? I did like these wings a lot when we ate them on site.
Oh yeah. That
We
was
had
fun.
3 straight episodes on location, which was the most thing we've ever done in a row.
Which sometimes it's fun to do that just because it's a little bit different change of pace. Sometimes you gamble with the audio, but we ended up not having to.
It hasn't been terrible. I mean, we've definitely had worse. It's but every book in the place. There's Jason doing
What the fuck
that
is
was
that?
another cotton candy nightmare.
That looks like a nightmare.
It looks like diarrhea. That was straight green, and he cleaned it. This was that was him trying to clear himself up by drinking the blue cheese. That was PB&J from River Rock, aka Wing Kings. This was fun. Didn't know what to expect getting into that.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty cool to just watch.
Would have liked to have obviously done a little better, but placing 3rd out of 8 was still pretty
On
cool.
a first try too.
First try, wanted to practice, didn't practice. Definitely cool having people like Kevin jump in and help with some reviews. This was that French toast wing from the place in Ireland this year.
Yeah, which was not bad.
Yumi and Kyle doing blue cheese shots. Because when are we not doing something dumb at Wingfest? And I think this was your place, actually. This was Pizza Cutters. I believe it was Pizza Cutters. That was a place in New Jersey. That was that Cherry Wing. And we got Trent.
Oh yeah, the cherry hot.
Trent was just kind of popping by in the background, start talking wings with him. And if you don't know who we like at the Wingfest, it's Double Dubs.
Rudy's second of those.
Yes, and that was when she told me I talked too much. I'm not seeing any of this. He's saying now that they're saying that he didn't get cut and it was a restructure. Ciro's second and third appearance. This was that Grand Island swing.
Yeah.
Which was weird because that was another one. Bridgeview was supposed to be better, and
Oh, this is where we have that awesome dessert wing, and I was like, we should put
we did.
cream on it.
Yeah, it was the apple pie wing.
Yeah, that's right.
This was our Facebook Live run. Quite possibly the worst chicken wing I've ever had. When I went to Key West and we went to Rustica, and our wings came with bread and sauteed peppers. This was we had Bush Light Peach.
This was over the summer because that was the hat I got when I went on vacation.
This was when we went to Big Mac's when we didn't know if we'd be able to go in or not, and they gave us that mystery sauce. This was that really good breaded barbecue wing. That place I would go back to. I would go get actual just barbecue there.
Right.
And the Pisner's returning again. Kyle's been on the show a lot.
Yeah.
Kyle / Rodney. Fox on the show again. I tried to get representation of everybody that's been on the show. I think I did.
I think so. Too.
At least 2 people. I know 2 people were missing.
Yeah.
Had Keen coming out of the ring there. We definitely made a Keen comment. I don't remember what place this was, but it would have been the same place. I don't know. these, as we got to the end, they were all pretty much the same. A lot of the recent stuff you guys have all seen. I figure we just might as well give the shout out. Although, actually, real quick, this was the absolute cluster fuck up from
when they
White
gave us
Chicks.
fry or fish
When they
fries?
gave us a fish fry instead of chicken wings. Gary, you want to give some shout outs to our sponsors?
Yeah, finally, it's ice cream season. Nikki Two Scoops. Go get your ice cream. I'll be there probably this weekend. No, not this weekend. Next weekend. And chicken_dippin' on Instagram, 716 as the code, and you get 15% off on your order of anything from the site. We've got a couple different versions. Tiki Tribe TV Pro.squarespace.com. That's where all of our past, present, and future podcasts will be at. You can see all of our sponsors on there too. AWS Wing Sauce and the Blood of Jesus Rib Sauce. You can get those by hooking up with that too. I think she ships, right?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
She
ships up there. I think that's also about it.
Me today, when the hell are we
We
going to
got
go
all
get
those guys.
mariachi?
We're going to let Gavin close it out here.
And usually I would close this episode out, but we have, Gavin, anything you want to say before we close this out?
Don't forget to spread those wings like Franco spreads his ass cheeks. Thanks for joining us.
Cue the music.